Of course, impersonating the president, when done well, it's wonderful. But when done not so well, could be a little bit embarrassing. Take a look.
Darling boy, still writing letter to the president. Dele Momodu, letter to the president. Fani Kayode.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. President.
Malaikum salam.
Mr. President, it is time for us to begin preparations for the debate, sir.
What a debate? What a debate?
So it is time for us to start for the 2019 presidential debate.
Kai, did I tell you I'm running for president again?
Sir, it is important that we start early, sir.
Did I tell you I'm running for president again?
So in order for you, it is not for you to say, sir. In order for you to be ahead of the competition, you have to start early, sir.
Get out of my office.
Wallahi, sir, it is very important that you start the preparation.
Get out of my
Sir,
office.
I will go and tell Alhaji Dawra.
Dawra?
Yes, sir.
Dawra sent you?
I have that Alhaji Dawra on speed dial. I can call him
you?
right now, sir. It is important that I...
Okay. There was a knock on the door.
So I will go and get him. Mr. President, Your Excellency.
Yes. Who was on the door?
Sir, it is your wife, Aisha.
Forget about her.
Okay, sir.
What Dawra said to me?
Sir, it is very important that you start your preparations. We were going to start with the drawing of the map of Nigeria.
Listen. I was governor of a state. I was a minister. I was head of state. I know everything about Nigeria. I can debate anybody.
Sir, I do not doubt all these things, sir. Wallahi, I swear to you, are the best leader Nigeria ever have. But if you could just show me the map of Nigeria on this thing, sir. Just show the rest of Nigeria that you have degree, sir. It's only right. Sir, I will not look. If it pleases you, I will not look, sir. I will look together. Nagudi Allah, Nagudi Allah,
Nasarawa, Gombe, Akonga.
Mr. President.
Nigeria.
Mr. President.
Nigeria.
It appears Mr. President has drawn Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Mr. President, could you please show us where south is on the map, please?
Sokoto, Borno, Nigeria.
Wow, Mr. President, wallahi, you had the most brilliant man.
Kano.
Mr. President is so brilliant. Mr. President, can you please show us where...
Nasarawa, Nigeria.
Mr. President, it is good that you are naming the states. Can you please show us where southeast is on the map? Southeast, Mr. President.
Southeast. Who's from there?
Southeast, sir, there are many other Nigerians in the southeast.
Libya, France?
Sir, it is not primarily...
This is Nigeria. 5%, forget it, not 5%. This is 95%. 95% now Nigeria.
Oh, Mr. President, we have a lot of grounds to cover, Mr. President. It seems it's a panicking period. Oh, I'll be right back, Mr. President.
I belong to nobody. I belong to everybody. Everybody.
Mr. President, it is understandable that you belong to nobody, but it is time for you to start to study, Mr. President. You see, this is very important for your knowledge. The rest of Nigeria does not know that you have all these degrees, so it's time for you to develop your mentality, sir. Sir, it is enough, sir. You have done coup before, sir. It's time for you to stop coup. Sir, all your friends have do coup. You need to stop coup. Okay, Abacha, you cannot learn from him. Everything he do, he steal money and he dies, sir. You don't want to learn that. Political behavior, that is to teach you not to do coup, sir. No more coup. It seems you and your friend, you are addicted to coup. Sir, no more, no war. No, we not do war. Okay, sir, we not do war, we not do coup.
Wallahi. To govern Nigeria is difficult.
Yes.
People like this.
Sir, if you want...
I was a former governor, former minister.
Sir, it is important that you study because I don't want to go and meet Alhaji Dawuda. If I go to Alhaji Dawuda, it would be a problem, sir. You know that.
Okay.
Sir, it is important that you keep studying. You cannot read the book one time and I cannot take the exam for you, so it's time for you to study.
Okay. Now got it. Now got it. I know. Here's my concern.
I made no mistake when I appointed you as a minister. A lot of people came to me that it's too much on you, that you will break it down. I said, what was his position before? They say he's a governor. I say, governor of where? He say Lagos. I say, he's equal to the task. But all the same, I can remember clearly when we came in power, 2015. I can remember the number of gray hair on your head. So it's not easy. The gray hair is all over now. So what all is saying, that is to show that the job is not an easy one. But be it as it may, you are serving your country and you are contributing a lot to it. So I think the minister deserves some accolades.
Yes. In this business, you can serve Ogugu to perfection and still be killed by Udo. So most actors can play the role of a president, but when they try to play another president, typically ends in disaster.
Ribadu, Nyemi Fegi, Tommy Kimi, Nyemi Fegi, P2B, Nyemi Fegi, deflect to PDP. Kolakatankatanko, Pum, Wakabe.
Your Excellency.
General.
Your Excellency, sir.
What are you doing here?
I have a complaint. Sir, the people are calling me a terrorist. I don't like it. The people, they are talking too much, sir.
Which people?
Look at this country. They are talking too much. They are saying I'm part of the Boko Haram and I'm a terrorist. Sir, I'm not a terrorist.
What is the problem?
Why
are you not smiling anymore?
We don't have enough. I cannot smile, Your Excellency. I cannot smile. The people are talking. They're talking about me.
But you were doing something behind the scene. Were you not?
Sir, behind the scenes, sir, I take everything from your direction, sir. I did not do anything behind the scenes, sir.
So what's the problem?
Now you are spreading rumors.
They say you sponsor terrorism.
Sir, they say they are terrorist
Boko
terrorism.
Haram sponsor.
Sir, I am not a sponsor.
Are you not a sponsor?
Sir, I'm not a sponsor, sir.
What about when you were with us?
Sir, if I sponsor them, who sponsored me, sir?
When you were with us, were you not doing some things on that?
No, sir, I was not doing anything. Sir, I don't know what you were doing.
Tactical maneuver.
Tactical. Sir, we didn't even have strategy. Talk about tactical.
Tactical. Remember when you were here, you were doing some tactical maneuver.
Your Excellency, the word tactical was never used in the meeting.
So what do you want me to do? They accuse me of dissenting. Am I not here?
But you are. That is the problem, sir. You are in the office, sir.
So what you should do is that you should run for governor or go to the Senate. You get immunity. Why do you think I am still here till 2019 and 2000 maybe extend it to 2020?
Sir, the way Boko Haram is going, we're not going to live that long. I don't think we're going to live that long.
What?
The way Boko Haram is going, sir, we're not going to live that long.
We who are you and me?
If this strategy and tactical you are talking about, sir, it's not going to last.
Listen.
Okay,
we
sir.
have a plan. Forget about Boko Haram. Listen,
Your Excellency, we want to live
relax. Forget about them. It's not in Washington Post. We don't care.
Sir, what about Vanguard?
Who cares? Who reads Vanguard? Yeah, it used to be. Listen to this song.
They
It
thought
will
about
make
how to
you.
relax.
This song will make you happy. Listen to this song. My baby,
Okay.
You know, we have Ribadu come to our party. We have Kimi come to our party.
Okay.
We have
This is good
Peter
music.
Obi.
I'm not here for music, sir. I'm here for business, sir. We're talking about the country. Sir, I've been
All
accused of being terrorist.
right. My man. Let's go and eat pepper soup the way you used to do in the past. Let's
Sir,
go and
sir,
eat pepper soup.
are you paying?
Forget. Yeah. We have money. Eh?
Now we're
We
talking.
have
man.
money.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
allowance.
Well, let's go.
You know my allowance.
Excellency,
Feeding
now we're
allowance.
talking. Okay, now let's go.
Yes. So it's always that way. You know, you have once in a lifetime chance to play a role, and after that, you hand it over to other people, like our friend here, MC Taguaya.
If you are a youth and you want to contribute or you want to participate in politics, then I think you should be ready to stop collecting and build your own political career. Because so long you are collecting, will you see the person you are collecting from out of there? Of course not. So that is by the way. I cannot conclude my note without talking about corruption in Nigeria. Because this is one of the things that kept us where we are today. One person stealing what is the budget of another country in Nigeria. One person. So I think it is very necessary. All hands must be on deck to see that we end corruption in Nigeria.
All right. To round up, it's important to say that where we joke is also where we tell the truth. And working together with MC Taguaya, we were able to tell the truth, the whole truth, in this click. Damage control 000.
On one bright day like today, our 2015 campaign plane landed at Bauchi Airport. I looked through the window and saw a sea of people at the tarmac. It was the same panoramic view that I see in front of this Queen Amina Hall today. It was a common sight in those days, but this one was quite different. As the plane taxied to a stop, the crowd surged towards it. They got right onto the runway. Security men and women tried to stop the crowd, but gave up at some point. The security personnel ran towards the plane too. From the window of the aircraft, I took a deep look at the crowd. Some barefooted, some well-dressed, as if it was Salah day. Some young, some old, some rich, some poor. A look at many in the crowd showed people who have a top life. Yet, the enthusiasm on their faces, the fashion in their steps, the gesture of their chants, "Say Buhari," touched my heart. I said right there, before I got off the plane, that if I win the election, I will come back to those people that I saw. I will find them across northern Nigeria and I will make a deal with them. It had taken over 5 years now. I am sorry that that it took that long, but I am here today to make a deal with you all. I have asked parents, old and young, men and women, young children, boys and girls, everyone of you who shared the hope to change that we promised to come out here today. I chose this backdrop, the Queen Amina Hall, inside of Ahmadu Bello University, to illustrate the point I want to make. I want those of you who have never been inside the four walls of a university to come here in this institution. I want you to come in front of this hall named after an extraordinary woman who was trailblazer in our history, a woman who defied all the odds and wrote her name in marble. I want to invoke Queen Amina, who was not just a leader by accident, but one who was also schooled. She fought her way to the top. She was the epitome of the deal that I envision. I want to make things better for you, for us, but I realize that the greatest change there is the one that we all, each of us, can make in ourselves. In 2019, WAEC, no state in the north made it on the top 10 performing state in the examination. Of the 10 states at the bottom, 9 in the north. In the common entrance examination into unity schools in Nigeria, the statistics is such there. In 2008 and 2019 session, while the cut-off mark for a male student from Anambra State is 139 and Oyo State 127 out of 300. The cut-off mark for a male pupil from Yobe State is 2 points, and a male pupil from Zamfara State is 4 points. The trend has been like this in the last 30 years. Lowering standards has not helped the North bridge the gap or improve performance. Instead, it has perpetuated poor performance and lower standard. Looking at the population of young people in these regions, these poor figures for the North are unacceptable. We need to change that together. It should not be like this in the next 30 years. We can reverse it. The speed with which our people formed Shege Kafasa in response to Southwest Amotikun, if we had applied that same fashion to education, we wouldn't have remained backward and disadvantaged for the last 30 years. To all the parents out here and those watching at home, I want you to bring your children to me. I want you to get them off the farm, off the streets, off the business of life and bring them to me. Leave them with me for 12 years, just 12 years. From the time they are 6 to the time they are 18, and I will turn them into what my children have become, what Atiku's children have become, what Antata's children have become, what Shagari's children has become. My daughter just made first class in photography from the prestigious London University. Your daughters could do the same. I am proposing a paradigm shift for us all. For a democratic society to sincerely demand personal responsibility, it must first deliver to the people the minimal educational development. It is a fundamental exchange needed for the creation of a fair and equal society. I want your children to be educated like my children, like Atiku's children, like Shagari's children, like Senusi's children. I want your children to stop coming to the table of the Entata, the Shagaris, and the Umas, the Buharis, to be given food to eat. I want your children to sit on the same boardroom with our children, be in the same university campus with our children, to work in the same laboratory, to manage the same hospitals as doctors, to design the same roads as engineers, and fly the same airplanes as pilots. I want them to go as far as their brains can take them. I want them to go to the best schools all over the world, from Zaria to Zambia, from London to Moscow, from New Delhi to New York. In 30 years, I want to have equal number of children from the northern Nigeria competing on equal footing, JAMB and WAEC and Cambridge examinations, in entrance examinations to federal government schools across Nigeria. This is why it is important. The best investment we can make in the north is not in finding oil in the Chad Basin. It is not in mining gold in Zamfara. It is in investing in the potentials of our children. And so it is that the greatest security we can provide for our society is equality of opportunity. It starts with equality of education. Equality of education guarantees equal access to knowledge. Knowledge, is not just power. Knowledge is also health. It is also wealth. It is also an antidote to ignorance.
The North does not change. The North will destroy itself. The country is moving on.
I charge you to join me as we build a new northern Nigeria in a generation. We will start with one local government in each state until we get to every school in all of northern Nigeria. Our goal is that in 3 years from today, there will be a free and compulsory primary and secondary school education for all children across northern Nigeria from the ages of 6 to 18. We will field your children. We will provide them books and pencils and desks and dresses and anything they need to go to school. We will find new teachers to teach them and retrain and retain the ones we have now. We will build the new schools where they will learn and repair the ones we have now. All that we want you to do as parents is to free your children, free them and watch them fly. Free them for 6 hours of every weekend, and we will do the rest. While we adore the ways of the past, tomorrow runs on new tools. We need to acquire these new tools to be able to propel tomorrow. The empires of today are not the type of forefathers built with arrows, guns, and enslavement. Empires that need to be protected with high walls. The empires of today are the type Aliko Dangote builds with knowledge and information from the mountains of Tanzania to the Sahel of Senegal. If such ventures have been good to Dangote, they will also be good to your own children. Amfanin hankali aiki da shi. For long, your leaders have pointed at some other places and some other people as those responsible for your challenging lives. We did it to cover up our own failures, to lift you up the way we lifted our own children. We did it to protect ourselves from being at the receiving end of your wrath. But we should have known that our long-term fate depends on you. The people are not just in giving our children the best that the world has. Now we are ready to make amends. It took me a long time to realize the only way to preserve our society, our cherished history and heritage, is to secure an educated and informed citizenry. Those who are not hooked to the tap of knowledge find themselves deep in the valley of ignorance. We have to tell ourselves the truth. It starts from here. Our leaders may have enriched themselves, but they have impoverished millions more in the process. We must stop forthwith our tendency to confuse the personal interests of our leaders with our collective interest. No, they are not the same. As the wise one said, what others did to us are so much, but what we did to ourselves are much more. I ask that you trust me on this mission. By lifting your children, our children, we will lift up our society. By giving them education, we will be making them competitive. They will go to the moon and back, exploring and tolerating of the different world out there. But most importantly, by pulling them up, we will maximize the potentials that I know are in them. To this end, I have secured a Northern Rehabilitation Fund approved by the National Assembly. It is part of our efforts to rebuild the North after the devastation of Boko Haram insurgency. I have also consulted our partners in private sector to team up with us in putting the necessary resources needed for this mission to be a success. They have signed on this mission and have donated their time and billions of naira to make this happen. They are here with me in show of commitment to you. The Muslims that will inherit the 21st century world is not the ones that can only read Arabic or recite the Quran, but the ones like my daughter and my son, who can be at home in Dubai and at home in London and at home in New Delhi. So please join me as we unleash the promises currently locked up in all our children. There is no injustice worse than wasting the God-given potentials of our children. Join me, my brothers and sisters, and let us finish the work our forefathers, Ahmadu Bello, started. Hana wani, hana kai. If one refuses another, one refuses himself. Thank you for listening. God bless you. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe to my channel and we'll be giving you extra things, new things, unique things that you don't see anywhere else. All right, see you next time. All the best. Please subscribe.